Hey guys, Danny Go here. So I'm starting this new video series for YouTube. Um, Basically, it's about the road to profitability or my attempt on that. I mean, to me, just the idea of trying to profit in game is fun. So, I may fail entirely, but I thought, hey, I'll make a video series of it. Hopefully, you know, um, if I fail, maybe you can learn something from it. If I succeed, maybe you can learn a lot from it. Hope to be pretty real and forthright. I mean, obviously, there may not be everything. I've got some trades going. We all have a little bit of hustle in the game. I'm not gonna tell you all of that, but I mean, the point is the gameplay. I want to be like forthright about what I'm doing, my thoughts, how it's going, how it's not going, the good, the bad, the ugly. I keep a spreadsheet going back. It goes back. I wish I had dated the years. That would make it easier. But it looks like it goes back. Is that a year and a half? I think it's a year and a half. Is that? It's probably a year and a half. Let me see. Let's go. Let's just go over the spreadsheet. Oh, let me get the quests first, so I don't forget the quests. I want to play as I talk. I don't want to be boring. Well, play, talk, show skills, talk. But yeah, I mean, I don't have the format down exactly, but it's going to be a weekly thing where I'm going to talk about it. So I want it to be meaningful, informative, hopefully. Maybe maybe you learn what not to do. Maybe you learn something what to do. Um, And also, I don't know where it ends. I mean, I hope that eventually I become profitable. And if I do, I think that will, inform some of the earlier videos. If maybe I was doing something, if I become profitable, I was probably doing something right. Maybe if I am not so, that will also inform the thoughts. But I hope at least my attempt, and I don't entirely assume that I will succeed, but the attempt is fun. So I hope that I hope that I have fun here and you have fun watching, regardless of how it goes. And maybe you learn something. Maybe you learn something by what I am doing right. Maybe you learn something by what I'm doing wrong. I don't know. But it's entertainment, and hopefully you're entertained. I'm entertained by the game. Whether or not it works or doesn't. But let's go to my numbers a little bit. So I keep the spreadsheet. I think this is a year and a half back. Obviously, starting down here is this year. So I'm at negative. So this is my entire amount in the game that's in PEDs. So 59,000 PEDs. You'll see it fluctuates. It goes up or down because I was streaming. I did adjustments for how much I was making. I took it out and I put a lot of it depoted back in. So you'll see adjustments there. So in a sense, I'm not really going to have that anymore probably, although maybe I will. We'll find out. Don't want to go into that too much, but some of you know, some of you don't. Doesn't matter. I was streaming for a while, getting adjustments off of that, but so it's not exactly normalized. I guess that's kind of a hustle, you know. But what I would say is it was about a year-long thing, about 6,000 PEDs. So, I mean, obviously I'm down 6,000 PEDs all time. It's from my over 4 years. So my PED burn is less than 1,500 PEDs a year, although maybe it's increased a lot because I've been playing a lot more. But um, I would say over the past year, obviously, this is my actually my lowest point was oh, I should have done the numbers for this week. I think it went up a little bit. But whatever, it's actually about the same. I don't think it's substantially changed. I'll try to update the numbers um, each week before I start. This one, I just kind of wanted to get going, and there's a lot of intro anyway, because you're not familiar with my system. This is the long term, so I basically have the putting into the game as a negative, my total value, and it comes out. So my low was 6,000 actually. During the course of the year, I had a few points where I broke even, or slightly ahead. Back in May, I was about 436 ahead peds. So I broke even for one, tiny moment. Was there any other moments I broke even? I feel like there was another one. Maybe not. Um, so mostly negative 1,000 to 5,000. A lot of negative 2,000. Okay. So that would have been a year ago in September. I was at 23 before I slipped. So I'm not sure because I think my numbers are getting more variance. Maybe there is still a point on my cycle that could go positive. Obviously, it doesn't look great at this moment. But my actual burn, I probably got for my business like 6 or 7,000 peds, probably more. Well, probably 7,000. It's about 7,000 peds. So that even still, that would indicate my 1 year burn is about 8,000 peds if I haven't headed more positive. I don't know. I mean, it's close, but okay, but those numbers might be a little meaningless. So ped is a total TT of all things in the game. So TT would be let's go to let's switch over so we can better understand the ped thing. So ped includes the balance. It includes TT of all items, so you can easily figure that out from the website. You just have to move the pet off your card into your inventory and find out. So, like for example, this is just simply a TT count of everything in the game. So this stuff has TT, so that is on that column. So yeah, that's the ped that's the ped one. Just a total TT of everything. So what that means is that my ped column, the total ped of everything, it means I have, about 20, a little less than 20,000 ped in the game. 350 is, I used to do accounting in a little bit different format. It's an MU adjustment off of welding wire. I no longer do that, and that may not even be an accurate adjustment. It might be a little bit lower. I if I had started now, I would not even include two of these columns. These are adjustment columns. But historically, since I had those columns, I kept them. I kept the welding wire adjustment. I keep the sweat adjustment. I don't keep any other MU estimates or adjustments. Well, I do actually. But items and property like unlimited items, like unlimited guns. I have a beach house on X Island, lovely beach house. Somebody wanted to buy it from me. I'm not gonna say I wasn't a little bit tempted. They had a good offer, but I'm hoping that become profitable. I can put, um, like this would be an MU adjustment. This would be, for example, 2,000 plus MU adjustment. So obviously that's good faith. But I mean, when you think about it, I've got a lot of stuff. 17,000 is not crazy. I've got some really good armors. Well, not some. I got two unlimited. Funny, I left a lot of my armor on Cali. I have no idea how I did it. But I got like, this. I got, you know, that's a 2,000 pet gun in itself. I got weapons, mine force chips. It really adds up. So I have that in a spreadsheet somewhere. it's pretty accurate. My adjustment is the numbers are pretty fair. I mean, it may be off a little bit, but it's not gonna really change the direction a little bit. Then I have the deeds. I did take a little bit of a write-off at one point on the value because the values were a little bit, and even there, if the deeds may not be entirely right, but again, it's kind of good faith and um, you know, it's supposed to just it help, it's close enough, that these are the deeds, these are the properties. So my fat, over, I guess it's about 40% is in ped, and then this maybe 30 and 30 is in deeds and items. So I mean, obviously I'm kind of at a low point, 6,000. So I mean, maybe this doesn't go well, but I mean, historically, off of that sort of low point, it's kind of in like a sine curve for me. So typically I get a rebound. But we'll see what happens. And when I'm not going to be like embarrassed if I don't succeed. You know, maybe I'll be a little bit, but um, but I'm not worried about it. This is informational. It's fun. Um, I'm having fun regardless of what I'm not doing badly. I mean, to be honest, that 6,000 ped loss, if I sold all my skills, I would be in the positive. So if I was like super egotistical about it, I could sell all my skills. But if I sell my skills to get back into the profit, and I will tell you, so I'm selling skills. But I believe that definitely if I had a big desire to sell my skills, I would be positive. Yeah, I believe that. So, but I mean, obviously the goal, I want to become profitable without selling my skills. I mean, maybe eventually sell skills, but I don't want the fundamental profit being me just selling my skills all the time. Um, that's not really very fun. Um, we'll see what happens. Um, okay, so I mean that's kind of like the sort of basic housekeeping. I don't want it to be all like that. Um, but we'll see the exact format. I just wanted to get it going because sometimes the first one's the hardest, and I want to kind of give that introduction, get more familiar with it as it goes along. Um, if you're interested in watching it, if you're not, I mean, I'm trying to make content. So there's gonna be other series about this game, maybe other games, um, maybe some real life stuff. I have lots of ideas, so I'm hopeful that some of the content is for you. Like I want to do tutorial videos about this game, tutorial videos about missions, lots of things. I want to do lots of things, so I don't want to. It's not only this video series, but this is going to be one of them. It's going to be my road to profit, or if I'm failing, you'll find out. I mean, obviously, I didn't start on like a good sunny day. I started today, which is you know not my highest point, but there are reasons for starting today. Obviously, my other other stream is ending. Just various reasons. We're not. I mean, most of some of you don't. I mean, it's not. I'm just not a big deal. It's just not working out. So, um, and hopefully you guys enjoy this though, and get something from it. And I mean, this is informational, um, and so hopefully if you like this, because I'm going to produce a lot of EU content. Maybe you don't like this series, maybe you do. But if you could like it, just so you can know my channel, I'm going to produce lots of informational videos, hopefully as well. So I'm hopeful that somewhere in there, even if this one isn't your cup of tea, I'm going to have something for you, hopefully, that will help you, make you happy, make you laugh, or maybe you'll just think, hey, that guy's an idiot, but it's funny. Or maybe it's not funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just interesting. I don't know. I hope that you find something here. So that's kind of the basic housekeeping. Um, ish. But yeah, so my goals. So obviously, well, goals and also kind of like a little overview of the summary of the last year. So let's start with the goals. My goal obviously is Animal Looter level 60. My sort of belief is that until I have the full set of skills, there's just going to be no way to profit in any profession. Um, so until I hit level 60 Animal Looter, it's just going to be surviving. Um, so I'm going to be doing a lot of tree cutting. Um, I'm just going to be, that's the big push is level 60 and see how level 60 changes things. Um, I don't really buy skills or sell skills. I bought skills twice. I've sold skills once. I sold like 12 peds of electrokinetic once. I didn't really enjoy it. At least at this point, I just felt it was too early, and it wasn't really that much ped. I'm just not, cycling enough to have made it worth it. It was just dumb. But I mean, it was something I learned. I tried it. I did make a little bit. It was okay. Um, would I do it again? No. Um, well, not at this point. At this point, it doesn't make sense. But maybe later. Um, maybe with a different skill, or maybe with that skill, just a different setup. I mean, it was just too early on that. I bought skills twice, so I just want to have those disclosures. But it was small amounts. I'll show you the skills I bought. Probably they're both informations or sciences. They're both sciences. I believe I bought biology. Uh, I was just trying to get to the level 30 unlock. Bought a few petabiology. That was just dumb, to be honest. I mean, it was okay. I mean, it's not a bad buy, but it just was impatience. I don't really. I think that's a good buy. And then I bought xenobiology. That's just super hard to get, so I don't regret the xenobiology. But it was only like a 12 pet ESI. So I'm not a major skill buyer. I've bought skills twice. I bought like maybe 2 to 3 peds of biology just to get the level 30 unlock because it's impatient. And I bought this just because it's hard to train 12 peds. So, I mean, 12 peds of the skill, it costs a lot more, but I'm not a major skill buyer. All these skills I have, you know, um, almost 330,000 skills. I mean, it'll take a while to get over there, but I'm 328,800 skills. Maybe it won't. It's only 1,000. I may have it by next week, actually. Who knows? I have no idea. Maybe I won't. Maybe it'll take a month. Maybe it'll take 2 months. Who knows? Things just happen how they happen. But um, this is all natural skills. I mean, um, maybe about 2,500 of the skills are bought. The rest are all just all natural. So I train my own skills, or stuff I got from Codex or Iron Missions. Um, but the point is, I'm not buying skills. I mean, I'll let you know if I buy skills and why I bought the skills. I'll let you know if I sell skills. I mean, that's definitely something I'll be transparent on. The only thing I wouldn't be like transparent on is like, I mean, not that I wouldn't be transparent. I may not discuss it if I got some sort of like little side hustle or gig or something in game because we all have that. But I don't think it just helps things. It doesn't fundamentally change the picture. I think if I become positive, I think we'll definitely see it. If I continue to just kind of be range bound or even lose, we'll see it. So, but big things other than getting to that unlock, I tend to think that there are certain skills if they're really low level, they kind of hinder you. So I want to get like that analysis up. One of the most concerning ones, because I've hunted a lot of mutants, is the genetics. So I really want to get the genetics up, and that's just going to be a lot of tree cutting. There could be some quests. I just don't feel it's a significant amount of genetics for the time, unless I find some better ones. Um, I just need to do a lot of tree cutting, get that genetics. But I feel like that's a little bit of a one that's hindering me. Um, I mean, some people believe it's just the professions. I'm more inclined to think that The actual skills matter, although I don't think it's like, it matters a ton, but I think it does matter. So I'm more of a belief that the actual individual skills do matter. Um, and maybe I'm wrong on that, A lot of people would tell me I'm totally wrong. But on the other hand, I do well enough that, I think that I could be right, you know? I mean, if I was like losing insane amounts, I would be convinced I was wrong, but I'm not. And, I mean, maybe once I hit some of those thresholds, maybe I'll, um, I, mining, well, the other thing too is like this year, I'm not sure how the next year will be. This year I was below level 30 in miner, in prospecting. Um, I spent a ton of time, um, you know, um, mining. So I made a lot of progress. Obviously, you got that weak skill in there, of the unlock of mineral sense. I also was a below 40 in in that sort of mid-level unlock in mechanical. So where's that unlock that I got? I guess it's pretty far down. Yeah, equipment methodology. So, those are some weak points, and I definitely like on the crafting, to get to that unlock. I lost a lot of peds. I lost a lot of peds getting to the prospecting unlock. So in one sense, I don't know how the next year will go because some of those things that I clearly, struggled heavily on. I did get to those unlocks. I didn't get a lot of points in them. So I don't know how much difference it's going to make, but I think it's some drag that's gone. On the other hand, I think the cycle to get across 60 is pretty high, and I'm still not going to be. But I mean, at that once I get across 60, I'm going to, you know, we'll just see where things go, and I'll discuss it as I go as I get there. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've done pretty decently. I mean, I'm definitely not, you know, I mean, on paper, I'm definitely still behind. But I have, you know, like as I was, saying, I've got almost 330,000 skills. So if I was just sell the skills, I think I would be ahead. Um, I would definitely be ahead. I think we can say that. Maybe eventually I wouldn't. I don't know. I have no idea. But the point is, I'm not trying to sell that. I'm trying to see, as I progress, can I, get in that profit, and what does that look like? So what are big things I'm doing? I'm doing mining that I think is profitable. Um, I've got, I've got some runs on different plants I think are profitable. I think a lot of the next island dailies where you get ped rewards like drakes, boars, argus, Papoose. I think a lot of those have a lot of potential. There's some mobs that drop, like output components. Trying to find output components, tier comps. So a lot of MU. Um, you know, that's my big thing is obviously try to get as much MU as I can, or missions with pet rewards. I travel a lot. Um, on any given week, I'm on Next Island, Toulon, Cali, so, sometimes Cyrene, sometimes Arcadia. I mean, most weeks, I try to be efficient about it. But yeah, I'm on 5 plants a week. I do crafting dailies. I do the Lesser Illustria daily. Um, I do crystal cores. Um, I try to do monorail crafting. I just try to bulk my codex. I'm trying to bulk the codex, get a lot of meta. I think that that's actually important, maybe. I don't know. Um, I had heard a theory. I don't know if it's true. I sort of think it's true. I'll be honest. I'll just be honest. That maybe the attributes are like a skill multiplier, for skill gain. Maybe it's true. I'm kind of inclined that way. Maybe I'm wrong. But I do believe it, so I do trying to bulk the meta a little bit. I mean, it's a lot of cost because sometimes you're on not the best mobs on meta, so it's kind of a balance of trying to bulk the meta, but also stick to the best mobs. So it's kind of like, well, maybe. So I don't have the highest meta, but you can see things that I've got a lot of, mostly on next island, have dailies. Oh, I should go by rank. But yeah, the Drake's, Drake's is like extremely high, high, level mob. So that's a huge codex. That's more than a repeatable by a lot. But Village Boars is on double repeatable. Screecher has a daily that's triple repeatable. Papoose is double repeatable. That has dailies. The Cyclops has dailies. This has dailies. This has dailies. So most of the ones I do have dailies. Portals did have dailies a long time ago. I wish they hadn't taken it out, or had a daily, but I wish they hadn't taken it out, but it's a little bit higher. This has some MU, so I'm trying to do various things, as we go, and maybe bulk some things in here. Like I should definitely just do more of this because it's so fast. You know, so I haven't done everything perfect. I haven't, but as I go, I try to improve. Um, so there are a lot of things I'm working on, and sort of the vision is hopefully be profitable. Right here, I'm just a SSI. I like to, I'm not grinding all the time. I like to grind every day a little bit, possibly, sometimes quite a lot. We got Mayhem coming up. I'm gonna do the Mayhem. Um, Probably not a big Mayhem, because I'm not really depoting a lot. I have a lot of use for the boxes. Well, I may not be depoting at all next year. Um, there's a pretty good chance I won't be depoting at all. Well, I got probably some very small depots coming up, from my prior stuff, and other sources that are kind of, but not really fundamentally depoting. So I won't really have to use. And I'm not even gonna probably have enough depot to. They're not really my purpose. I'm not trying to even depot. I'm just staying about the 60,000 peds level. So not depoting. I don't really have a big need for boxes. So I'll probably just do a bronze. But I'll do that along with regular hunting. Um, see where things go. Um, so yeah, I guess you guys probably aren't getting the desktop audio. That's gonna well, okay. Well, maybe you are. I don't think you guys are getting the desktop audio, unfortunately. That's a shame. That's okay. Yeah, it's not really that important. Well, I'll try to make it better for future ones, but this is kind of introduction anyway, so. And just to get it going, I want to do this it's going to be every single week. I may have some other, well, definitely going to have other series, but this is one I'm committed to. The Road to Profit, or I don't know exactly how to say, Road to Profit or Bust. I don't know. Um, But you'll know. I mean, I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna reveal with you guys. Other things, I want to get my hit points up. We'll show those attributes because I believe they're multipliers. So you may not, or I believe that not exactly multipliers, but I think that the more attributes you have, the more it speeds your skilling. I believe that. mm, Maybe you don't, but since I believe it, I'm gonna talk about the things I believe because these are my videos, and hopefully, maybe you'll be like, no, that's completely wrong, but I'm gonna discuss it since I believe it, um, and I want to be, forthright. So if I believe that these things are important, that's part of me being forthright in my progress, my journey. Whether I'm right or wrong, it's part of my method, and your method has bearing on your results. But yeah, I mean, I think that intelligence, because it relates to a lot of the sort of areas I think of potential profit, is why I put so much in intelligence. Agility is a lot of the defensive or weapon professions for the different you know categories of weapons you can use. Strength is melee stuff. Mind force is psych. Those are mostly natural. I haven't put a lot of points in there. I have put a little bit. I put a little bit in stamina. But because I think they're multipliers, I don't put a lot in there. But I do, put a little bit. I mean, you think like an Ubers are like 300, 400, 500 hit points. What is 100 stamina? I doubt many of them are above 150. 100 stamina is 8 hit points. So I mean, for Ubers who are 400 hit points, um, the difference between me and them would be 8 hit points and stamina. I mean, that's, you know, I mean, that's negligible. But obviously the difference between them and me is very, very big, but it's not because of hit points. Most of their hit points are coming from elsewhere. They're not when I'm at 240 and they're at 400. It's not because it's from stamina. That's maybe 8 points of difference at most. Most of it's from like things like Commando. I did unlock Commando, so that helps, but I'm fairly early on because I got it this year. But that'll go up. That'll be a lot. I need to definitely do. And Commando's way down there, but I only got it this year. But I need to do more melee. I think there's Commando at 3,000. Need to do more melee. That'll help a lot. Just more of a lot of things. But I mean, it's a little bit of a side thing. The hit points aren't everything. They aren't even really anything. I mean, well, I mean, it helps your ability, I guess, in some ways, to what you can hunt. I don't have a lot of expensive armor either. I don't have a lot of expensive weapons. I mean, I have a huge amount of weapons, and some property, but my total there was only, you know. So I guess a lot of people would be like, oh yeah, there's no way could, be successful with, 17,000. I mean, and my beach house I value at 6,000. Somebody actually gave me that offer. They offered me 6,000. I did turn it down actually. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know, but I have feelings for it. Um, so my actual gear is only valued at like 11,500. That's split over many weapons. So I mean, a lot of people wouldn't even think that you could buy one good weapon with that. I mean, I just don't. I'm not the biggest efficiency person. I don't think of it that way. Maybe I'm wrong, but if I do succeed, it's going to be based on the skills. It's not. at a feat of high weapons. But I mean, I'm doing fine actually. I mean, I don't think the lack of high weapons has held me back super much, or maybe even at all. I mean, I think at this point I'm just too low on skills just to know. So we'll see what does happen there. But yeah, I'm training a lot of things. Obviously I'm doing some laser sniper. But I'm doing a lot of melee. I'm doing a lot of knives. Just the damage on the knives on the hit is in the 50s almost. Um, I've done some BLP. I've done a lot of things. Maybe I'm a little crazy and, we'll just go over them, show you all my professions. May as well, right? So, I've got, I do electrokinetic. I wish I'd done more pyro and kinetic, but yeah, I've got a good mind force base, 55 on electro. I got some unlocks there, obviously. Not all of them, but I've got some unlocks there. Evader is 44. I've definitely been prioritizing the looter, but once the looter gets to 60, I'll start prioritizing the evader. Yeah, I just got my pyro. Pyro's a little bit below 50. Yeah, I'm working pyro a little bit. Done a little bit clubs, some brawler, some whipper, a little bit of paramedic, tiny bit of paramedic. Try to heal as little as possible, but um, you know, I do a little bit of everything, I guess. I think this shows that I do a little bit of everything. Um, Not quite as much in the crafting side, mainly mechanical, Taylor, electronics. Yeah, those are the ones I do. I did some metal, though it doesn't really seem to have bumped up, but I found more metal than a lot of things. Um, I haven't done any repair stuff yet, but I'm gonna do on December 2nd, I think there's an event, so I'm gonna do my first repair run. It's pretty funny. I'm a pretty decent level player. Never done repair skilling. So I decided it's time to break down and do it, just get over my cheapskate self, go out, do some repair skilling. It's not that much. Just do it. And I think it'll be good for me. So I'll get it done. Let you know how I feel about it. Maybe even probably actually exactly do this video from the repair skilling. So the second one you'll probably see on the repair skill ship. As I'm just throwing away pet. But no, not really. I think it's important. It's important, so it's not throwing away. Just that's myself. I don't like to, but I made some big mistakes. I don't know. But it wasn't intending to throw away pet. But I made a lot of good decisions too. I made more good decisions, I think, than bad decisions. But usually the way it is for me, I make more decisions, good decisions, than bad decisions. But I make too many bad decisions. But I'm hoping, as time goes on, maybe I learn something. But history is like, well, I don't know. But we'll just see how it goes. It's for fun. I'm having fun. This is a 4 year total. Over 4 years, I've lost quote unquote 6,000 pet. That's a very small amount for 4 years, and I'm gonna continue to plan the same amount for a very long time. And one of the large parts is deeds. Obviously, my goal is to hold on to those deeds for at least 4 years. Maybe even slightly increase it. I mean, obviously, maybe I may eventually sell it, but my goal is, hold on to it very long term. Even if my cycle gets slowed, because I just don't have enough pet, I'm going to hold on to it because like things like tree cutting, I can do a lot of tree cutting, get a lot of benefit from tree cutting. Kind of looking at the numbers to get over that line, but I mean so that's a significant amount. I think, um, you know, obviously you got gotta hustle a little bit for some ped, but I think that it's that will help, and eventually I can start selling it down, maybe if I need to. But my goal is to hold it at least 4 years. So if my cycle suffers, it's just more impetus to do a lot of tree cutting, and some sweating. But I mean, even still, I think I'll find sources to get income. So I doubt it'll go, too low. I mean, keys. I mean, obviously to break that 60 unlock, you need an average over 6,000. So, I mean, but there's a few skills you don't have, so you need probably 6,000 plus 5% average. But I mean they're weighted skills, so they're not all equally important. But I mean, anatomy is pretty solid, pretty good. 8,000. Perception is up there. Dexterity way above. So I've got 3 key skills above. Now the big ones is skinning. Skinning has got to be above 6,000. Now I would say 6,300 is absolute minimum. If I was at 6,300, I could probably just with a truly massive amount of tree cutting pull it off. Um, I don't really know that I could get there, but I need to be at least minimum 6,000. That's only 500 points away. Um, my serendipity is sort of above there, so I'm not that far away, technically on the hunting skills. Just if I was to really just go crazy on tree cutting, you might be able to pull it off at 6,300. Um, okay, that's a question for under agilities. Um, but yeah, hmm. Is there anything else I want to talk about today? I mean, I would drag the video on forever. Oh, we're showing our skills. Yeah, so we got, I've done some mutants, not as much robots. Done it, some decent amount of resource gathering, tree cutting. Should do more. But yeah, I'm gonna work on eventually. Well, kind of am, but it's not. You know, it's. I'm working on the prospector. Um, Level 37 sweat gatherer for what it doesn't matter or does matter. I mean, I do believe that your bottle collection does go up a little bit for sweat gathering, but I mean, it's just something I do. It's not like huge, but I mean, you know, you sweat a little bit every day, it's gonna add up to be over 1,000 pets a year easily. So, I mean, without not too much. Maybe that is, but I mean, maybe it wouldn't for everyone add up to 1,000. But it's pretty easy to get over 500 pets a year from sweating. Not to say that's huge, but it's not small. It's just something. Um, Especially a lot of times you do other things while you're sweating. Like I'm making a video, so great time to make a video where you're just talking about things and showing things because I hang out with people, talk with people. Nice. So I got some of these professions. I don't know what to say about all of them. I am trying to move up the animal tamer a little bit. I don't know that's important exactly, but it's like I have an unlimited whip. So doing a little bit of taming. Um, Maybe it'll be important, maybe it won't. But it's so easy that why not? I would say, why haven't I done more? Because it's so easy, you know. And I can hunt. I can do a lot of the mobs that I can tame are pretty good mobs. I mean, if you select good ones. There are a bunch that are pretty good that would hunt anyway, so why not tame them? Um, so yeah, it's kind of mostly the broad overview. I think anything else I should really cover today? Well, I would definitely actually appreciate people to leave comments about things that they would like to see. I mean, obviously, this series is. I mean, you could leave comments about sorts of videos you like to see in EU in general. Obviously, this series is this series, so it may not be covered in this series. But in this series, you could definitely leave feedback about things you want to see in the series. But definitely, if you got things you want to see in other parts of the game, I could make series that cover that. I I want to make lots of videos, and I want them to be meaningful to people, hopefully. Um, so yeah, let me know. Trying to think. Oh, maybe go over. Yeah, I'll show you my globals. Why not? That'll be fun. Maybe it'll be fun. I don't think I got really any significant hunting globals. Or I mean, not hunting, crafting or mining. I've done some crafting or mining. I just don't think it's been um maybe super um significant on that. Let me see. All right, so these are some of the things like in the past few weeks I've been doing snow drakes, Argos. I do like the I get do the tokens gun stuff. So the Argos are tokens. Pfeffoid Clan Warlord. Okay, that's at Fort Medusa. You can get a daily. You get either Bazaar. That's a good reward. A token is a good reward, or skill up. I don't like the skill up reward, but I mean it's a chance of one of those, so I go for it. I think it's worth it. Longu. I've been getting some those what are those things? Output comps. Those are the high MU. Argus is a daily. Village Boars are dailies. Chimera is a weekly competition in Next Island. I didn't participate this week. Last week I did win it, actually. That was pretty lovely. I got 100 pets for winning. Snowdrake, Penalion has a daily, also has some MU. I did that, the Aatrox, on the land area. They reduced the tax to 1%. I had a good time. I don't know how it was exactly. I didn't get a lot of MU. I think maybe my damage wasn't enough. So I'm just maybe not suited for that mob. My damage was okay, it just wasn't maybe quite enough to get the good MU. Aatrox, I don't know what I was doing. Oh, I decided maybe I would participate in the that event. Miss Putum. I don't know. Sorry, forgetting the name exactly, but her land. Um, decided probably not, but I mean it's a nice event. I just don't know it was for me at this time. More Longu. Shinkibo is probably a token daily. Phasms. That was a token daily. Zombies, yeah, zombie was Mayhem. That was just disaster. Mayhem was a disaster for me. But we'll see how things go. Try to keep the numbers a little more up to date. It was a week back, but nothing substantially changed. Mayhem a little bit. I think I rebounded a little bit. My past little bit has been better. I didn't do a whole lot last couple days in game. Hoping to do more, obviously, but so that's kind of. I think that's where we're at for now. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Yeah, I'm just going to be focusing on the meta, getting some good skills. I'll probably have probably if I get into the PFU humps, I'll do little videos of that. People like some of those. Oh yeah, YouTube is now going to be probably my only source of videos starting in December of 2023. Not going to do really anything on any other platforms. Well, maybe depending, but my sort of outlook at this point that I'll be only on YouTube. And so it's just for fun, that hopefully you enjoy the videos, you get something out of it. So that's my big thing. I want to create just high quality content. Hope you get some out of it. Please view, like, share it with your friends if you think they'll find it meaningful. Suggest topics that you would like to see me stream on. I'm just hopeful I can do a lot here with this game. I got some board games I want to do stuff on. Maybe if I'm successful, maybe I could get some of my friends involved on things that they know how to do. Maybe I could even do like travel stuff. I don't know, real life stuff. I mean, cooking stuff. I mean, that would be, well, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not even good at cooking. But maybe a comedy. Maybe we wouldn't. I don't know. But I just, I'm just kind of hoping to start, small with some ideas, maybe more ideas, and hopefully just grow things. And as we grow, just branch out and do lots of things. So, I mean, pretty much now it's going to be pretty focused on EU. I'm going to branch out into probably Go. Maybe there'll be some other things. Maybe I know a little bit of Japanese chess. I'm not very good. I don't feel very competent at it, but maybe I could play some games and just talk about my thoughts. Maybe it would be beneficial if it wasn't horrifying to like people who know the game and the strategy. Like that guy's terrible. I don't know. I have to think that one through. Go, I'm pretty good at. I mean, not super good player, but I'm about like a third degree master of amateur master, so I'm pretty good, decent. I mean, not good, but I know stuff. I know enough to share stuff that is above average players. So, and I think I'm also not like so far above them that I can more understand. Although some people are very good at understanding lower level players, even if they're got to professional level. So, but I think I can provide some value there to people and maybe just entertainment too in that game. But yeah, see where things go. I'm hopeful to grow the channel. I'd like to get lots of followers, viewers, and the more I can grow the channel, I can just look into lots of things and we'll see where it goes. And so just hopefully you like it. Press that button, share it with your friends. So I'm just gonna call it for now. I'll be doing this every week. Hopefully there'll be a PFU later. And hope you guys have a great week. Good luck in game, okay? We'll see. We'll see how it goes for me. That's what this one's about. Win, lose, or draw. Keep you guys updated, my strategy, my results, and see what happens. Okay, guys? Till next time.